So, welcome, 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 welcome.
This young lady Mirabel. This young lady Mirabel.
Okay, can you guys see me? Okay. So I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. And I'm going to, because we don't have the meat of the fact or the meat of the case, I'm going to just talk about the most dangerous thing that we have here. And that's what I'm going to just talk about instead of actually focusing on this particular case because of the many issues that this case presents. Someone says send Aza. I will send my Aza now. Have you noticed that I've stopped pinning my account? People come, Daddy Free, spin your account, Daddy Free, spin your account. You see, one of the greatest dangers that we have here is actually social media. Social media is dangerous. Because people actually take social media information seriously. I'm going to start small and touch all over the place. I'm going to end with this girl's case. I won't say mental instability. So it happened with Jeff's Ferrari. I've been a Ferrari enthusiast since I was a kid, before I could own a car. So when Jeff crashed his Ferrari, people were recommending Matt Armstrong to fix it. And I'm like, this guy does YouTube videos. You want to carry a $750,000 car to give to a YouTuber because the YouTuber is trying to drag Bentley by repairing a Bentley from scratch. Sorry, I said Bentley, Bugatti from scratch. The total bill to fix that Ferrari will be about, for people that don't understand, let's do mathematics here. Ferrari is what about, that particular Ferrari is a 1 out of 7, there were only 799 that were made of that particular chassis. Matt does Bugatti. My problem is you don't understand supercars because your brain is Copart. You go and buy a wrecked Corolla and bring it to Nigeria and fix. That's how your brain is. They don't fix supercars. Let me tell you something. Each time you service your Ferrari, the service must be done at a Ferrari approved dealership service. And there must be a stamp on it. Without that stamp, you can't sell that Ferrari. You will sell it for peanuts. They'll be pricing a $500,000 car for $200,000 because it lacks one stamp. One stamp. Then you want to go and carry your car and go and give it to Matt Armstrong to help you repair because your brain is Corolla brain. Do you think that's how they fix? So, okay, so when Matt Armstrong finishes repairing the Ferrari, which I can guarantee you he will do it and it will work, but he will not get it right. Who is going to buy it from you? Unless you intend to pass it down from your children to your children's children. Who is going to buy it from you? So you're going to put a Ferrari on the market that you bought $750,000, cleared it with about $200,000, everything $1 million, and you're going to put it on the market and they're going to be pricing it $200,000. You just wasted $800,000 because somebody is on YouTube telling you he can fix cars, and because you don't have the knowledge to understand that they don't fix these cars, they take them back to their factory or to an approved dealer. In the whole of Dubai, there's only one Al Tayad or something like that approved Ferrari repairer. There are some countries that have only one. In Morocco, there is one. South Africa, there is one. You think any mechanic will just come? Okay, so when they finish repairing it, let's even say they repair it and it works. You will now carry the Ferrari tomorrow when you are tired of it and go and sell it. That's when you realize how much money you lost. Let's imagine Ferrari bills this guy $200,000 to fix it. Of course, it's an accidented car, so it's going to lose some value. So let's say the car is worth 700K. He fixes it with 200K, 900K, and the car is now worth 500K. If you give it to Matt Armstrong to fix, you will spend 100K and you'll be begging people to come and buy it for you for 300K. You will be begging people to come and buy it from you. Let me tell you something. A Richard Mille watch that does not have box and papers, you can try to sell it for 3 years, nobody go buy it for you. Because it doesn't have original box and original papers. You will struggle to sell it for 3 years. Meanwhile, if you have box and papers, you sell it in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Am I connecting with you? Social media gives expertise to those who make the loudest noise, not necessarily I'm struggling with this internet that people have been shouting about. It's a struggle. Ah, God. This is the Starlink. Everything on hook. This is the almighty Starlink. Sorry, guys. Network issues. But we're back. Sorry. Trying to sort out Instagram. Instagram is very bad today.
And she called me again.
Instagram is very, very bad today. Okay, I'm back. Let me go and open the door. I'm struggling with this Starlink, man. Damn. I think this should improve a bit. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me clearly? Sorry, Instagram is down. I'm ending Instagram again. Discard. I'm closing Instagram. I'm starting it up again. So guys, let's try again. I think it should work now. Okay, IG is down. Sorry, guys. It's coming back up now. Is this Starlink? I've wasted so much money and this thing is not working. I'm borderline frustrated. I'm borderline frustrated. Let me not even say I'm borderline. I'm very, very frustrated right now. I'm very, very frustrated. All right, welcome back. So, like I was saying earlier on, it's working well now. Like I was saying earlier on, I'm not going to blame the girl so much. What I'm going to is the incessant need for clouting. I want to blame the incessant need for validation. In as much as, yes, whatever it is that she did, I don't have all the facts, but from what I'm seeing, it looks funny. So I'm not going to talk about the facts on the case. Somebody said, I need help. Let me help you with a block. If you ever come to my live again and type you need help, I'll block you permanently. I'm blocking you temporarily for now. So social media is overloaded with information that cannot be translated because you don't have the brain to translate it. I was watching Bible scholar Dan McClellan. Dan McClellan said you don't need to study Greek, Latin, Hebrew, or Aramaic, original languages in which the Bible was written, to understand the Bible. You just need to trust those who studied Greek, Latin, Hebrew, and Aramaic because they've already done the work. But then arises a problem. How do you interrogate those who studied Greek, Latin, Hebrew, and Aramaic and translated the Bible if you don't know Greek, Hebrew, Latin, and Aramaic? So there is a how do you interrogate the information on social media? Because the social media is a whirlpool of all sorts of info. Today they will come and tell you egg is bad. Tomorrow they'll tell you egg is the best thing. Next tomorrow they'll say meat is bad. Meat causes cancer. Then tomorrow they'll say meat is the one that actually prevents cancer. You are bombarded left, right, and center with information without knowing how to sieve through the information. So everybody jumps to social media and says whatever they want to say. If they can say it and look intelligent enough or look emotional enough, and if they could appeal to your emotions, they've sold it to you. I was given an example of Jeff, who crashed his Ferrari before the internet went off, and people were calling him, telling him to take the car to Matt Armstrong, some guy on YouTube that is trending now because he could fix a Bugatti that could not be fixed. You see, what you don't realize is you don't operate. Network has started again. Network has started again. And this is the Starlink. I just spent an extra 160K today. Let me try and see if I can move the Instagram at least to mobile service, Airtel eSIM, personal hotspots, moving you off this. Mobile internet, Airtel. I'm moving to Airtel. Hopefully this works. I bought MTN 60 gig. Oh. I bought MTN 60 gig yesterday, and the 60 gig is over. Hold on, guys. I think we should be back now. Are you guys, well, everywhere seems okay except Instagram. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix everything and come right back at you. Hopefully this will work now. Is the internet better now? Is the internet better now? Okay. So I was saying before I was cut off, I'm not blaming this girl as much as I am blaming the internet, social media, the excessive need for validation, the excessive need to prove yourself. The excessive need to prove yourself without having the average person goes on social media and is blown away by the information there and cannot decipher between the truth and propaganda. I was giving an example before the internet went bad. My friend Jeffrey Benson crashes his Ferrari and they say you should take it to Matt Armstrong. And I got into an argument with somebody who was telling me that Matt Armstrong fixed a Bugatti so he can fix the Ferrari. Well, Matt Armstrong may be able to fix the Ferrari, but you have to remove your brain from Corolla brain. Because the average Nigerian driver gets a banged up Corolla from the US, accidented, either repairs it in the US if he can afford to, or brings it back to Nigeria and has it repaired, and thinks that that is how they repair cars. Now, if Jeff had bought an accidented car and crashed it, it would have made sense for him to take it to Matt Armstrong. But he bought a brand new car, low mileage, limited edition, and then had it crashed. What do you think he should really do? If you knew anything about supercars, you will know he has to take it to Ferrari. If there's one service stamp missing, Ferrari is not Lexus. Ferrari is not Toyota. It's not Benz or BMW. If there is one stamp missing on your Ferrari service history, that lack of that one stamp can cost you $200,000. Once they open the service book and they see a stamp missing, finish. They will be in the price they carry anyhow. Let alone an accident repaired car that was not done by an authorized Ferrari distributor. But because you don't know, how do you know about Matt Armstrong? He's trending on YouTube because he has a problem with Bugatti that he's going to fix. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think somebody that has $3 million to buy a Bugatti is worried about $2 million to repair it? I'm asking you. Somebody that has $3 million cash to buy a Bugatti, you think his problem in the world is the $2 million that he will use to repair it? I'm asking you. You read yourself into a script that does not have anything to do with you, does not have anything to do with your demographic, and you try to understand it from your own perspective and interpret it from your own perspective. And that's what happens on social media. You are blown away emotionally. And every single person on social media, including me, has understood your emotional drive. And when we come $2 million to repair a $3 million Bugatti, very easily. So what am I trying to say in essence is, every single creator on social media understands the emotions that drive you, including me, and taps into the oil field of emotions on social media to get to you. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you. For people to survive on social media, they either have to come and act rich because they know you look up to rich people, or act poor even though they are rich because they know you sympathize with poor people. Act local even though they're learned because they know you want to see that side. Act like a victim because they know you sympathize with victims and that way they can get to you. Offer a healing service that doesn't work like a pastor or a preacher, knowing that that is what you are looking for and that's what you're going to tap into. So us blaming this girl, who, by the way, in my humble opinion, has a personality disorder, and I'm going to get to that. Every single person on social media, from us to your pastors, to your motivational speakers, to even your activists, the very successful ones have tapped into an emotion. What Matt Armstrong did was, he realized that people are angry that they can't afford Bugattis. People are angry that Bugatti is selling a $12 switch for $1,600. And people also want to see a Bugatti that they can never access being torn apart. And he offered that. And it became a hit. But I guarantee you, no real Bugatti owner is going to carry their Bugatti and go and give him. The people that are going to patronize my people that go and buy the Bugatti salvage and try to repair it. He is not selling mechanical skills, he's selling the emotion. Your pastors that are content creators are not selling God, they are selling an emotion. So this young lady tapped into that realm. She was able to open that portal and peep into the portal and see that, now wait till they chop these people with this. So she came with an emotion to you. Oh, she was raped. Now, I was sitting down with 3 or 4 people. We all knew it was nonsense. We knew that. I knew it was a nonsense. And I'll break it down why I knew it was a nonsense story to you. I knew it was a nonsense story. But I dared not come out, sit in front of my car and do those my videos. Because they're going to say that the free is an RAPE apologist. And somebody somewhere is going to feed into the negative emotion and use me to ride to fame. You don't get it, I do. Sometimes I see a content creator trend off another person's back, and I know that they don't care about the situation. What they're simply doing is peeping into the portal and seeing what emotion they can connect with and connect with the people. The internet creator and the internet user are two different things. That is why the average Facebook user is a broke dingbat, while the Facebook owner is the richest person on earth, or one of the richest people on earth. The person where they sell the substance, they drive Ferrari. The person where they use them, they sleep under bridge. Always remember that anything that pushes dopamine will always make the pusher rich and the ADDICT poor and wretched. And social media is a substance that has entered the category of substance abuse. I'm vomiting today. I don't know if anybody is getting to me. Social media is a substance that has reached the threshold of substance abuse. Pablo Escobar was so rich that he was borrowing countries' money. At a point, he offered to pay off his country's debt from his pockets. That's how rich he was. Selling a substance that the end user is under a bridge. The end user of that thing that made him so rich he could loan his country money is under a bridge. The end user of social media is ignorant, stupid, emotional, and can't process basic information even if they had access to it. We do it all the time. Sometimes we come with false information, throw the false information at you, knowing that you can't verify it. Because I'm going to come from an emotional angle. I'm not targeting your cognitive ability. I'm targeting your emotion. And it is unfair for all of us to blame this girl for a problem that we all jointly. If me, I'm going to blame the girl, I'm going to blame her for her personality disorder, not the thing she did. She's seen people trending for nothing. She's seen people all over social media. She's seen people everywhere. And she wants to be a part of this cake. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. So we have created a need. We have 2 or 3 Ferrari users. I'm not sure there's anybody watching me on any platform now that owns a Ferrari, let alone has ever customized or bought a brand new Ferrari, to understand that you can't just carry your Ferrari and go and give Matt Armstrong to fix. But all of you watch Matt Armstrong fixing Bugatti. And you think because you've never had the experience, you've never been a part of it, you think that's how it goes. He is selling an emotion to you. And emotion always shuts down knowledge. Emotion shuts down knowledge. That is why a professor of zoology will go to a church and a pastor whose qualification barely allows him to wash a car will tell him, you will sit down in front of a professor of zoology, that they've given him 3 crocodiles in their zoological garden and they've not been able to keep them alive for 3 months. The reason why you don't have some animals in some zoos is because not that they've not gotten the animals, they've not managed to keep them alive. And you're going to tell that professor of zoology that studied zoology, did his thesis on lion breeding, you are going to tell him that because it is written in the Bible that Noah had an ark, a polar bear from the North Pole or the South Pole, and a lion from the savannah live together under the same weather conditions under a boat, and he will believe it. Because it is sold with an emotion. I need you to understand what I'm latching on to. When they sell you the Bible, what do they tell you? If you don't believe that this is the word of God, you are going to go to hell. They come at you with an emotion. And what emotion does is emotions bury facts. If your mother has a problem with Muslims and you brought home, you dated 5 guys. One, they cheat on you. One, they beat you. One, they cheat on you and they beat you. And the third one, when no they cheat, no they beat, cannot even take care of himself. Now they take care of him. Then you finally found a guy who respects you, loves you, spends money on you, doesn't cheat on you, doesn't beat you. You now take him home. Do you realize that the moment you tell your mother that he is a Muslim, all those qualities disappear? All she sees is a devil. Then that one way they beat you, because in mama they go redeem, becomes an angel. That is how emotions work. And until I'm able to establish this to you, we can't go any further. I don't know who it is that I'm speaking to, but if you're enjoying what I'm saying, pop my money gun on TikTok. Do you understand what I'm saying? They tap into your emotions. And we are all guilty. That is why I will have a preaching sermon and 150 people are watching. And then that same day, 3 hours later, I bring Rosie Miura and we have 1,800 people watching. You don't want to hear the truth. Rosie Miura comes and says, because to you, let's look at this. Tonto is the bigger personality on social media. Tonto comes and tells a story. Rosie Miura comes and tells another story. Maybe Tonto is a better storyteller. But you don't realize that Churchill was with Miura much longer than he was with Tonto. But because you people don't like Miura, automatically Miura is the devil. Nobody listened to Miura yesterday. I was watching all the comments to hear her say anything. They came prejudging her. Prejudging. That's how they go to social media. They go there prejudging. Nobody's listening to her. She can talk all she wants. You think Peter Obi is better than Tinubu? There is nothing Tinubu wants to say to you. There is nothing Tinubu. If Tinubu drops petrol to 200 naira a liter and dollar to 350 naira to a dollar, instead of saying Tinubu has done well, you will say Peter Obi would have brought the dollar to 100 naira a dollar and petrol to 50 naira a liter. There is no winning with emotional people. There is no winning with emotional people. You can't win until you are ready to understand their emotions. I don't know if you guys are watching me on Facebook or Facebook is giving issues. Until you are willing to understand what propaganda and emotional manipulation are. Until that day, you will continue being manipulated with emotion. It's as simple as that. Am I connecting with somebody today? I want to go a little further. This young lady, desperate for a piece of the pie, looks at her life and thinks, what can I do to get their attention? And then She comes with an RAPE story, and everybody laps it up. What I teach my children about RAPE is different. I tell my own daughters, I say, I understand the concept of no means no, but you are my child. If you follow a man to his bedroom, anything he does to you, don't call me. That's what I tell my daughters. Because I have also seen the manipulation of the RAPE narrative. It is so hard to say this because once you say this, they'll come and jump after you. But you cannot tell me what I teach my own daughters in my house. If you follow a man to a club, eat his food, drink his wine, and then follow him to his house, anything that happens to you is at your own risk. Don't call me. Sort it out by yourself. And don't call me crying. Because the way my mother raised my sisters is, what are you doing in a man's house? He's not your father. He's not your boyfriend. He's not your husband. He's not your fiancé. What are you doing in a man's bedroom? That's what my mother taught my sisters is what I teach my daughters. Simple. Don't call me. For me to put my mouth, my pikin call me, say RAPE, be say she dey office, they close, she was working late. One person come, one security guard or one other staff come see say na only she dey office, come put something for her nose, come sleep with her. But you use your two leg to waka dirty waka. I want my daughters to have brain. My daughter has no business in it. My daughter will not follow a man home to his room unless the two of them know that there is a possibility of something happening. But that's not what the world teaches. And yes, I understand that women must be respected, and no actually means no. Right? Very good. But you see what the problem is? When you blur out the realities, you now start getting all sorts of stupidities. I'll give you an example. If you watch my live, there was a story that was brought to my attention. UK woman. They were dating. Then she went to his house, had a fight. The guy now, they started knocking. So the guy said she was saying stop, stop, but he thought it was one of those, stop now, stop. So he did it. Reality versus expectation. God bless you. So he did it. Then the girl, after like resting for like 30 minutes, requested for round 2. Then they did round 3, and the girl went home. The next day, police showed up at her house. You remember this story? Samaria, you're supposed to know this story. The next day, police showed up at the guy's house and arrested him for RAPE. He said what the police said was, what the girl went to report was that first one was RAPE, but she now wanted round 2 and round 3. Who remembers this story on this my life? Who remembers this story? Shupavon remembers this story. They can't say make me I judge the matter. That's why I say don't look the matter. How do we have 3 rounds of bench? The first one na RAPE, but then you requested for a second and a third. This kind of foolishness can only exist where people have substituted reality for perception. It was happened on my life. We were looking at ourselves like, I'm a downer. So, because this has been raised to a proportion of enormity, and anything like RAPE becomes such a big issue. Do you know Neymar, Ronaldo were almost destroyed, almost had their careers destroyed by women falsely accusing them? Do you know? Do you know? Somebody help me out. Do you know Neymar, the great Neymar, was almost destroyed? I know a woman whose child had to be homeschooled. Best basketballer, career in basketball ended. Kobe had the same problem. Career in basketball ended because one girl liked him. He refused to have anything to do with her. And the girl went and said he RAPE'd her. I need you to understand. Can somebody read Bible for me? We are doing Bible today, a bit of Bible. Can somebody do Bible for me today? Remy, any of you that read Bible for me normally, I need you for 15 minutes. Ifesi, come and read Bible for me. I saw Remy earlier on. Remy, if you are here, please come and read Bible for me. I want you to understand that where is Remy? I saw Remy earlier on. Who can help me? Who can help me? Who can help me? Somebody volunteer. Somebody that has read Bible for me before normally. Please, if you've never read Bible for me, don't bother volunteering, because we now have to go through the pain of your network is good, your network is not good, you have a noisy background. Some people don't realize how noisy their background is because they are used to the background being noisy. Okay, let me bring Samaria. So I'm bringing Samaria to read Bible. Before I eat. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm so hungry right now. Hold on, let me wash my hands. I want you to work with me. Work with me. Let me pull my phone. Go with me to the book of Genesis chapter 39. Genesis 39? Hold on. It doesn't matter if I use my phone, right? Yeah, just use NLT, New Living Translation. Genesis what? 39. You said she used NLT. NLT, please. Okay. Read from verse 13. Genesis 39, verse 13. I want you all to pay attention here. If you want to contribute on YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and super likes. Verse 13. Just read from 13. Hold on, I'm putting that up. I'm trying to get NLT version. The book of Genesis is the first book of the Bible. I want to establish
Okay.
something here. Are you ready, Samaria? NLT,
Just
New
give me a
Living
second.
Translation.
For some reasons, I'm opening the Bible. My phone is explaining what happened there. Okay, I found it.
Okay.
When she saw that she was holding his, should I pronounce all this?
Cloak, yes, it's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. When she saw that she was holding his cloak and he had fled, she called out to her servants. Soon all the men came running. Look, she said, my husband has brought his Hebrew slave here to make fools of us. He came into my room to RAP me, but I screamed. When he heard me scream, he ran outside and got away, but he left his cloak behind me. She kept the cloak with her until her husband came home. Then she told him her story. That Hebrew slave you brought into our house tried to come in and fool around with me, she said. But when I screamed, he ran outside, leaving his cloak with me.
Continue.
Should I continue?
Continue.
Okay, is this Potiphar?
Potiphar.
Potiphar? Okay. Was furious when he heard his wife's story about how Joseph had treated her. So he took Joseph and threw him into the prison where the king's prisoners were held, and there he remained.
No problem.
But the Lord.
So Joseph was in prison for a very long time. Now I want us to examine so many things in scripture. One, Potiphar's wife was the one that used Joseph. But because Joseph no gree, she can't lie on top in head. Say he tried to rape her. Who did Potiphar believe? Since the beginning of time, they have been believing women. When a woman makes an RAPE accusation, the tendency to believe her is very great right from biblical times. Even if some of the servants would have seen her looking at that boy lustfully. Master no dey house. She fit even they tell some of the servants, say, put Joseph in my room. So some of the servants go, no. Say this thing no be as this woman been talk. But when it comes to RAPE accusations, you put your mouth and make a single comment.
Easily.
Do you understand? Just coming out. When I read that story, I did not believe it, but they're not born my mama say make I come out and say this girl they lie. Or this girl, waiting this girl they talk. Don't make any sense. Because the next everything everybody go just jump off my head. Say you. Now them. Do you know what I saw in the girl's story that bothered me?
What did you say?
It is called the Moses in Numbers complex. Let me read you the story. I want us to read it together. The girl's story. I want you to read the letter the RAPIST wrote her. I'm looking for it right now, and I want us to read it together. Please, I want us to read it together. So let us read this together. I'm not sure you can see it, Sama. But if you can see it, can you see it? I slept around 6 a.m.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so let me read it so you just verify. I slept until around 6 a.m. and around 9 a.m. I heard knocking on my door. I thought maybe it was one of my neighbors because it's Sunday morning. Most of them would have gone to church. Maybe one of them wants to ask for something. I stood up. I was having a drink. I was still drunk. I was having a drink. Immediately, I opened the door. I pushed back before I got to my door. There was my fridge, and a few steps forward, there was my door. Okay, continue reading if you can read it.
I'm saying, but
I hit my head on the door because I couldn't. Like, I got pushed back. I hit my head on the fridge. I passed out. When I opened my eyes, there was a man over me. There were clothes stuffed in my mouth and tied. Mirabel further stated that she was frightened. I want to see where she continued. But when I felt like it has been over 20 minutes and I've just been mumbling and struggling, there's nothing to do because I didn't. Okay, I want to show you the letter the guy wrote. The text. Following the circulation of the video, Mirabel shared a message allegedly sent to her by the man who RAP'd her on TikTok. Preston, an account with no followers and no following. In the message, Preston claimed he had done this. I want to show you the message. Gone. Preston's message read, this is it. I am sure you know me because you decided to close your eyes.
But you don't know me.
You don't know me, thank you. Because you decided to close your eyes even after waking up from passing out. I want to tell you that even if you remember me or my face, because we have met twice and you kept ignoring me the second time, I had to pay boys to stop empty bike from entering that side so you would wait and talk to me, but you kept distancing yourself. Now read this. You complimented my speaking and said I smell nice, but you refused to give me your number. You are so good looking and you are so cute. That girl we look to, you look like good looking and cute. I wish you could make some sound, but I'm scared that if I take out that cloth off your mouth, you would scream. But I'm seeing you mumbling and those little tears that rolled down when you gave up. And I stayed stiff. And stayed still was too satisfying. But anyways, your body is, oh my God, amazing. Is an understatement. I want you to listen to this. Listen to this. Despite being slim, your body was so soft. And wow, no bumps, no rashes. It must have been so nice having that baby week. Anyway, I know you are smart and you definitely figure out who I am. But let me tell you, my father has money to bury the case right before it gets to court. So don't bother, my darling. And besides, you can't find me. There's another thing I wanted to say. You are feeding from hand to mouth. And you got the knack often. Make man they pound you. Cause why you get baby quick? I got force 2 fingers in before I use the face blade cut you to stimulate me being the first person there.
Story. This one just be like they make up things in their head, right?
But now, Samaria, I want you to read Numbers chapter 12, verse 3. Numbers chapter 12, verse 3.
Wait. I'll stay the same king, the same
NLT, yes, please.
version.
Read it to me.
Numbers 12, verse 12 was what?
3.
Okay. Oh, 3. So it says here, hold on. What is 3? Is it like I said now Moses was very
That's
humble?
it. Read it.
Now Moses was very humble. More humble than any other person on earth.
That's fine.
4.
That's all I need you to read. Numbers chapter 12, verse 3 says Moses was very humble, the most humble human being on all of the earth.
On earth.
Who wrote Numbers? Samaria, who wrote Numbers?
I do not know.
Moses. Moses
he
wrote Numbers.
And he told himself he was very humble.
So this thing this girl writes, we call it the Moses in Numbers complex. Now Moses, they write. Only him, they praise himself. So when I saw that Moses in Numbers complex, as in she took time out to talk about how fine her bake was. She took her time to say it was clean, no rashes, no bumps. She took her time. How many people will knock a babe and write about the fact that she was a V, meanwhile she gets boyfriend? For me, the giveaway was I read this. The moment I saw that Moses in Numbers complex there, that's the first thing I circled. This is a problem. It showcased the fact that she had a deep-rooted personality disorder, wanting to praise herself. You, babe, you fine, no? The detail was too much. I had to put in 2 fingers. Then I had to use razor blade to cut it, being the first. So with 1 stone, you tell us, say your quick fresh, you not get bump, you not get rashes, and you be V. And a RAPIST had the time to sit down and observe all this, not being afraid.
Oh, the consequences.
Say neighbors feel catch them, or you feel wake. But I couldn't talk about this because you dare not, and you are soft. Despite the fact that you are lekpa, you are soft. God will bless you, Tolu. And your body is soft. As in, the only person that can write about himself better, the only person that can write about himself better than this is Moses. No other person will write anything will go better. As in, you wash yourself. Point. Me, I even vex. Say, all of us must see this quick. This quick where you wash for us. Sote is the best quick in the world. Make all of us carry our wives go through away. Can't define only you. We must see this quick. And hopefully, ringworm no dey there. Gray hair no dey there. It was too much for me. And I was like, nah. You know the problem is, Nigerians don't read. They didn't read the details. They just jumped. Oh, this girl said this happened to her. Oh, the guy is a devil. Oh, let's go and get the guy. Government don't put mouth. We they go carry the guy. Nah. The girl don't go hospital.
May not have seen that particular one that they freeze. Some of them may not have seen it.
Did what's there. They don't read. The beginning, I said, people don't interrogate. I use the example of somebody telling Jeff to carry his Ferrari and go and give Matt Armstrong because he watched a YouTube video of Matt Armstrong repairing Bugatti. Just that, as in headline. Do you know, have you ever gone to a blog and put a video and they wrote a headline that Free says Samaria is stupid. Inside the video, I now said Samaria is stupid because we can say Samaria is stupid because compared to Einstein, she's stupid, but she's the most intelligent person in her state.
They would have moved every other part.
So the blog just wrote, Daddy Free says Samaria is stupid. Daddy Free, he too knows. Samaria was the best graduating student in my class. What does it Daddy Free know? He's a fool. Inside 500 comments, 480 react to only that headline. Only 10 people actually sit down and say, okay, let me even hear this Daddy Freeze. Maybe he has a point. When I saw the story, I read everything. And I saw that Moses hyping himself complex. Say,
But let me not let that freeze. I'm guilty. You see this thing you said, I'm guilty to it. Sometimes when I'm at work, I just want to relieve my head a little bit. I don't listen to, I just read the headlines and I keep going.
And go and comment.
The difference is that I may not comment, or times I'll just throw something there to do for throw and I keep going. But I know the headlines can be the thing is to catch it. The content there is to catch it, make it catchy and interesting. But it can be very, very misleading.
Now, it's all fun and games. Daddy Free says Samaria is stupid. Samaria is not going to lose her job. Daddy Free is not going to get arrested. Daddy Free is going to get trolled. People are going to stand up for Samaria. But the day it is an RAPE accusation, then reading the detail is what makes the difference between life and buy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the difference between men and women. Women are innocent until proven guilty, while men are presumed guilty until proven innocent.
Innocent.
If Samaria invites me to a room, like Potiphar's wife invited Joseph, and Samaria seduces me, and I say no, and Samaria screams, they go first carry me go first. Now when they come investigate, now they go realize say Samaria was lying. But initially, Samaria is presumed innocent and proven guilty, while me I'm presumed guilty while proven innocent.
But it has always been like that. Women always win 50% before men start dragging the remaining 50 with them.
But my own question now is, what if she gave a description of a neighbor and said my neighbor matches the description of a 6-foot tall Corolla driving neighbor? They could have lynched him.
Yeah, that's where the problem comes in. And this is where they do all this jungle J that is not good. Because times they don't even listen. And many people, we've lost people through this thing. People will come and accuse people wrongly, forcefully in public. Oh, they touched you here, they touched you there. Before you know it, without even listening or hearing from their side, they will do jungle, is it jungle justice or something like that? Which is bad.
So let me end here. Women, let's not blame this young lady too much. We created a toxic internet space. We created a place where women are unquestionably right before determined wrong, and men are unquestionably wrong unless proven right. We created all these pits of toxicity. We created internet validation, and then we expect people not to come and use this to get out. I'm not more worried whether this girl is guilty or not. It will be a good example to teach a precedent. This can't happen. I'm more worried about that personality disorder. And anybody who is a psychologist would understand that she has very deep-rooted issues that must be addressed. And I don't see the whole story. What I picked is that fresh, quick, no bumps, soft body, even a V, 2 fingers could not enter. That level of washing is not normal. It showcases a deep psychological imbalance. This one is not borderline personality. This is proper personality disorder. I'm sure if she goes before a psychologist, she'll be diagnosed. Proper personality disorder. Inside where did the RAP you?
She must have seen that from
The
somewhere.
RAP first of all had to stop and admire. He said, "Oh God, your body is beautiful." As in the RAP guy had to first stop first and say, "Hey, see soft body." You are explaining to us because normally lekpa they get hard body. Now why me not like lekpa? Now why me not like lekpa? If you deal with lekpa, now bone to bone. But when you deal with someone like Samaria, we get small meat like this, small tozo, small bokoto for her body.
Oh Jesus!
If you slide and it enters another place, now still meat, you go meat. You get girls where if you slide, Baba, you go shout. You go meet femur. You go meet hip sockets. Lekpa. Nothing they carry me go near lekpa or as they see me like this. Me, I fear lekpa. She got to have meat, make everywhere they soft. So they don't explain down, say, she be lekpa, but how lekpa soft? Just in case you want to. Inside serious matter, where she dey cry, say she want go drink sniper. She see they sell the market, say, one this no be lekpa, this na soft species of lekpa.
Psyche, she cuckoo.
Good. And then there's no bumps. Because when a woman they shave regularly, no matter how good you are, you go they get bump. You and bump go they hang out. You and bump go they form WhatsApp group.
No, that's not true. Shave weight. Avoid double blades.
I they tell you something, they argue now.
Avoid repetition of blades. Use anti-scared. Not that kind of a scared.
So after you understand?
I don't want to put myself there. That's why you don't remember me. I beg. I'm not the one describing myself. Let's continue.
Samaria in numbers. All right, guys. Those are my thoughts. Really sad for the girl.
You see, your comments are saying it's true because that's for real. To be honest with you, you have to avoid these things. Avoid double blades. Shave wet. Do not.
Now, when you say shave wet. Shay, you will go watch Mojo Neo, make you wet, Abby. Waiting go make you.
What? No. Like, let's say you're having a shower.
I know what I'm talking. I just they look for your problem. Oh yeah, come on, be going. Eh? Wet shiver. But let me ask you a question. Wait, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
You know he's not your thing. Don't worry.
Me, I they like my hair day.
We know. Don't worry.
How you take no? Know what?
You know they'll start asking now. How did Samaria?
Exactly. Please, Samaria, how you take no?
That's the next question. Meanwhile, you said it here countless times.
Okay, help me tell them more.
I've heard that. They will just carry it now. And if it's how Samaria know this. You see, that's how it works.
Samaria, they don't give you name or wet shaver. Single blade wet shaver. Share. So, let us end it here. Be a little bit compassionate with the young girl. She just tried to catch into the emotions that many of us are riding on social media. Thankfully, no one got hurt. Let this now be used as a precedent to explain to women that you cannot just make accusations. No means no, and no will forever mean no. Men, once a woman says no, if you go drop her for the middle of Third Milan Bridge, May they use leg, they waka come. That one day. But not touch and further.
Everything you mean.
Once your hand dey Bobby like this, she allow you. Your hand come begin they go down. Like who they find Doro inside well, no lost. Once your hand reach there, she say stop. Stop new. If you like, don't buy 3 champagne, 2 NSC, 3 wig. Stop means stop. Now, as a man that does not want to be a simp, you carry her inside your car, like waiting one of my guys do. The girl tell her no. The guy say no problem. Say he won't drive, go somewhere. Now so he drive the girl go border of Shagamu, Lagos, where police get checkpoints. That place nobody they pass there for night. He just reach there, carry 100K cash, give the police. Say me they help and take care of this girl. Say when the first boss they pass for morning, may they help and give her transport money. May she take enter the bus, they go.
No way.
He said he see the girl the next day. Be like say she get measles. Say the whole mosquito way did that area. All of them write themselves, call themselves, send themselves WhatsApp. Say, one meat don't land. Don't make una come chop. Say her body, she as a mosquito chop am alive. Say it be like when he see am, he fear. Like say she get measles.
That's not nice.
Why is it not nice? No means no.
To say no.
Yes. And he respected the no. But she also does not have a right to sleep in his house after saying no. So let her come and be going to. But he did not do well. Hold on, did he not do well? He took her to police. Is police not your friend? When you are in trouble, where are they supposed to carry you to? Not be police.
That's not fair. I mean, they should have discussed that.
Okay, let's take a vote. Guys,
let me say one thing.
Guys, is that fair or not? Let's take a vote. Let's count. Fair or not fair? Just type fair or not fair. Samaria, let's not argue. Let's just read the vote.
But can I say one thing before you continue? And I want to be very clear on this. You see the conversation I had with Lindy Cage's brother one time when he said he was here,
fair
and then
one.
he requested if we
fair
could meet,
two.
and I asked him, "We are meeting. What are we
fair
seeing
3,
for?"
not
and
fair
his
1.
response was not nice. And you see, this
fair
is where,
4.
and then I told him,
fair 5.
This is where, when you are dealing
fair
with people,
6.
they would like to see you. Be specific.
Not
see me.
fair
What are
2.
you seeing me for? And I'm going to mention names. Don't be like, why is she
not fair 3. Fair 7. Fair 8. Not fair 4.
So say what you're meeting the person for.
Fair
to
9.
Stories like this that are touching.
Fair
That's
10.
not fair. It wasn't fair.
Fair 11. Not fair 5. Fair 12. Fair 13. Fair 14. Fair 15. 15-5. So fair wins. So Summer baby, even though it wasn't nice, if you had said what he did was not nice, you are right. But fair is fair. How can you drink my champagne? How can I buy you hair? The hair where God, the hair where your mama and papa take born you with, where you grow for your head, grow for your armpits, grow for your chest, grow for your belly, can't still grow for your quick. It not do you all that hair, not do you. I still come buy you extra hair where you strap to your head like sad way horse they wear.
Why go collect, lady? That's the thing I'm saying. Do not collect if you know you not give, and do not go if you know you will not give.
Good. So and now Almajiri behavior.
This is what you are coming for. Say it out. Don't come and start acting.
So it wasn't good. But you know me being a mean mugger, I probably would have applauded the guy secretly.
Of course, men don't always say it.
As in guys, they give themselves high five on behalf of the guy.
I do not owe you niceness. Did you see that comment?
Who said that?
Look at that comment there.
What was that?
Really?
Men don't owe you niceness.
The men do not. Really?
Sorry, she said women should be having vex money. That time there was no Uber. Do you understand? There was no Uber. So he dropped her at a police station. So her only way out was a bus. He dropped her at 2:45 and the first bus came around 6:15. So it was 3 hours. Instigator! I see you, brother. It was 3 hours of mosquitoes feasting.
Give me.
Mosquitoes. You go, they see, if you pass there 2 days later, you go see mosquitoes, see they pick their teeth with toothpick. From waiting the chop
It's me.
2 days ago.
It's me.
All right, guys, love you all. See you at midnight. I'm still coming back. And we're going to have a more gentle conversation. So people like Samaria can come and join us. And John too, so they can fight. Summer baby, you know I love you. See y'all later.
Bye.